Hello there and welcome everyone to another episode of Practical Wisdom. I'm your host Ihab, the author of The Art of Being You, and today we want to talk about more of a humanitarian subject that's really affecting your life at all levels, probably without even realizing it. And what I'm talking here about today is the idea of judgment. How judgment is literally, and let me use that word, slaving you. Why the core of mental slavery is judgment. How judgment is limiting your life, how judgment is limiting your success, how judgment is limiting your growth, how judgment is distracting your sense of well-being, and how it's even limiting the amount of money you're making. Have you ever thought about that? Now, this video is all about clarifying to you why judgment is detrimental. And I'm not talking here about values. I'm not talking here, don't judge people because it's bad. Don't judge people because it's not good. This is not the discussion. I'm talking here about a grounded psychological discussion to help you understand more how judgment is really affecting your life at a practical level. How judgment is conditioning your psychology for failure and misery and suffering and every detrimental thing you can ever think of. So let's roll on. And the way I want to present judgment for you, it's through examples, so you have just a better understanding for it. And if you've been following me for a while, you understand that my teaching style is more example oriented, story oriented, because this is what I consider the most powerful way to convey certain awareness and certain idea. So, to discuss more about judgment, I put it in kind of three levels or three layers to kind of cover all the spectrum of how we judge people and why we judge them. So, let's start with the first spectrum. And the first spectrum is judging people at a level of behavior. Now, what I mean in that is as simple as I just said. Is seeing someone and you said, this guy is lazy, this girl is too wild, this guy is da, this girl is da, and just so on and so forth. So what's the problem of judging the behaviors of people? And the problem is the following. Every time you create a judgment towards a behavior, you create a limitation in your psyche. I'm gonna say that again and just allow it to sink in. Every time you create a judgment, you're creating a limitation in your psyche. So let me give you an example. Maybe someone is just, you went to a party and someone is dancing. You know that guy or the girl in the beast and they just all in? I'm one of those people. If you just go to a party and you see like, I'm so into it, just I'm playing it all in. Huh? If you see those people and you say, look at that or look at this girl, what's happening? You're actually judging the quality, which is maybe expressiveness, which is maybe wildness. And maybe part of you has that spice of wildness. Maybe that wildness is what gives you more ability to lead people. Maybe that wildness is what gives you a sense of boldness and a sense of courage. And the moment you already judge that part as bad and you labeled it bad, you're creating a limitation in your mind, in your psyche, that I cannot be wild. And by doing that, you're putting rules of what's right, what's wrong. You're putting rules of what you can express and what you can't express. And in that way, you can never ever live an authentic life. In that way, you can't really stand in your power. Because if you're putting too much rules in your psyche, it means you're not allowing the psyche the flexibility and the space to express what's appropriate every moment. So when there is an appropriate response to be wild and to push information, you're gonna hold back, you're gonna feel guilt, you're gonna feel bad because you already judged that behavior as bad. Now most people, they don't make that connection. Most people, they don't realize why I'm feeling guilt most of the day, why I'm not open, why I'm not expressive, why I'm not just allowing myself to be fully who I am. And they don't realize it's because of those tiny judgments they made every day. And I want you to think of how many judgments you make every day. And how about over the course of month, over the course of year? And think how much rules you put for your psyche of what you can be and what you can't be. And how can you be fully authentic? How can you live your highest possible expression in life if you put in too much rules? Let me give you just another example also to clarify that idea. Maybe you see someone who's procrastinating all the time, or she's procrastinating all the time. And what you're gonna say, lazy. He or she is lazy. Now what's the harm in that? Maybe next time you want to relax. Maybe next time you just want to have space for yourself. Maybe next time you want just to meditate or just connect with being. You don't want just to act all the time. The moment you do that, that's the moment you're gonna feel guilt, and you're gonna be tortured by this sense of guilt. Why? Because you already judged the behavior of taking time off as lazy, and this is bad. So you won't allow yourself to slow down, and that will eventually lead to burnout. Can you see the connection? See, most of our negative emotions are fabricated through the judgments we made, or the judgments we picked up from our culture, the judgments we picked up from our family. And it's more like a standard for what life should be, or how a good behavior should be, and we try to judge everything else out of that spectrum as bad. So I want you to become aware of that point. Now, the second thing, the second layer of judgment is judgment at a level of identity. And this is even more detrimental, this is even more dangerous. Now, what I mean in that, it's seeing someone and saying, look, he's Christian, she's Muslim, he's Buddhist, she's atheist, he's blah, she's blah, he's Jordanian, she's from Scotland, and so on and so forth. Now you might be thinking, what's wrong again with that judgment? And let me tell you here. The moment you judge people at a level of label, you stop seeing them of who they really are, a spiritual being having a physical experience. And the moment you start relating to people at a level of labels, you're creating separation, energetic separation between you and the other person. And that creates, my friend, one of the deepest human suffering, is the suffering of separation. That's why many people now, they feel lonely, disconnected. Although they have like thousands of friends on Facebook, but they still feel disconnected because there is no connection at a real level, at a spiritual level. And what is the connection at spiritual level? It's realizing that there's one consciousness, one truth, one God, one universe, call it whatever you want to call it, expresses itself through different form. And not being able to see people from that light will naturally create a pain of separation. That's why I love the word namaste. Have you ever heard that word? Probably if you're in a spiritual community, it's like a trendy word, like namaste, namaste. But what it really means, the truth in me recognizes the truth in you. How beautiful is that? Just contemplate it for a moment. The truth in me recognizes the truth of you. We recognize that we're one at the deepest level. Now, is there something wrong with using those concepts? No, inherently there is nothing wrong as long as you realize you're bigger than those concepts and so everyone else. And that's where you can use those concepts in more enriching way. You can use those concepts just to see people in more unique manner, but not in a way that creates separation. The next point, or the third level of judgment, and this one is even deeper, and it takes a certain level of open-mindedness. So if you're not ready for it, I encourage you not to keep on with the video, because this is, it takes a deeper level of seeing to really in tune to what I mean in that next point. And the next point is this: seeing things from functional point of view, or judging things from functional point of view. Let me give you an example. You might go to nature, and the first thought that would pop into your head, I can use that for my fireplace. Or maybe you grab a pen, and the first thought, like, this is pen, this is just for writing. Now you might be thinking, yeah, Ihab, of course, because this is the functional use of it. And that's exactly what I mean, my friend. If you only see things from functional point of view, it means you only see things how they benefit you, how they're serving you. But this is a very limited perception. And this is not what life is all about. Every single thing in life has an innate sacredness to it. And you want to be able to attune to that sacredness in nature and in things if you only see it from a functional point of view, from the view of how that thing can benefit me. And once you start liberating yourself from that mental slavery of functionality, you're going to connect with life at a deeper level, more sacred level. I think it was Abraham Maslow, I'm not sure, who said something like, people who are not self-actualized only see life from functionality, and people who are self-actualized, they start seeing life from a place of unity or a place, just a heightened perspective. So next time when you want to go to nature, grab a pen, for a second just drop that label and look to that thing as is. And allow yourself to experience how that thing will feel like, because you're dropping that functional use and you see it from a deeper level. Now those are my 3 tips of judgments and how judgment is detrimental. And I hope by now you start seeing how judgment is really limiting your life, is limiting your success. It's like how when we judge someone's rich or someone is good, we actually put a limitation on ourselves. So it's not about a discussion in morality. It's about discussion how you're limiting yourself, how detrimental it is. And next time, if people around you judging, just I want you to look to your energy, to look how you feel. And what you're gonna feel that when people start to judge, it's like a vortex of energy just grabbing you down. And by the end of judgment, you will feel drained energetically. And most people, they wonder why I feel I don't have energy. It's because of all the judgment we're making through the day. So I would encourage you to have less tolerance about judgment. Although this is a socially accepted thing, like, it's the norm, let's judge. It's like, what's the harm about that? And to start evolve beyond that. Because don't think if something is just done by everyone in the society is still healthy. Actually, society has always been a marketer for unconsciousness. So just doing what everyone is doing, it means you're allowing yourself to get the results of everyone is getting, which is in most cases suffering and limitation. So I challenge you, my friend, to start evolving beyond that. And how you do that? Just awareness. Next time you see your mind judging something, don't even judge yourself for judgment, because that's another judgment. But just be aware. Allow yourself to be aware of that judgment. And that's how it loses its power. And you even can take more progressive step and shift towards compassion. That's the way I do all the time. When I catch my mind judging someone or something, maybe in the bus or someone cut me in the street, and I catch my mind judging, why they did that, I always ask myself, after being aware, how can I transform that judgment into compassion and love? Because I want to stand in my power. And I know when I'm operating from a place of compassion, place of oneness, I'm standing into more powerful space. I'm standing more into wisdom. I'm standing more into infinite intelligence, rather than allowing myself to be taken with judgment. And I want that for you, my friend. I want you to progress in your journey of self-actualization and self-discovery. And the first thing you need to drop in order to grow into that journey is judgments. So that was my advice for today. If you like this video, hit the like button. That will help to be shared with many people. And if you think that someone would really benefit from that video and it will help them to have more perspective about the harm of judgment, share this video with them. Until I see you next time, I want you to go to the world and unleash your highest possible expression. And thank you. Hey guys, it's Ihab. If you like this video and you enjoy this kind of material, there are 2 things you can do right now. First, to subscribe to the YouTube channel here, and also to visit ihabhamad.com to sign up for the newsletter there. So you can keep yourself updated with the free material about the soul of speaking, leadership, high performance, and just life mastery in general. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Till then, just go and have a great day. Thank you.